Hey everyone, this is Mike from Accounting for Cycling. Today we'll be unboxing and checking out the KUHAIMI HCA25P, which is a game capture recording device that was described to me as similar to AverMedia and Elgato, which I've got one right here from Elgato. It was described to me as like the AverMedia and Elgato, but cooler appearance and half the price. So what we'll do then is we'll check it out, unbox it, and then I'll run it through some testing with different games and try and capture some footage here. So this is not a sponsored video, but KUHAIMI did send me this device to test and review free of charge. I will have a link in the description below with my Amazon affiliate links, where I do receive a small commission that goes to help support the channel and bring more gear to check out, review, and make videos of. So thank you so much for watching, and let's dive in. So we'll take out my trusty Gerber here. Gently open up the box here. And so this came directly through FedEx and arrived pretty quickly. So here we are. And all right, looks like we've got an HDMI cable in here. That's helpful. Unsure if everybody will get that, but here's the box. So yeah, pretty nice. Good looking shrink wrap on there. Description of the device on the back here. Just stating it works with Windows 10 64-bit, Mac OS. Then gives you a quick rundown of the hardware requirements. Looks like Intel i5 6th Gen or better, NVIDIA GTX 1060 or better, 8 gigs of RAM or better, and you need to have USB 3.0, which makes sense. This is a 4K capture card, and you can see here, HCA25P. Yeah, so there's the box. Every professional streamer needs a KUHAIMI. I think I'm pronouncing that right too. The Midwest accent, I'm sure, does it wonders. So let's carefully open the plastic here. Here's the device itself, presented right in the middle, and just a little anti-static packaging. And from what I hear, every PC gamer's dream is to rip off this plastic stuff. Maybe a sacrilege, but I don't find all that much enjoyment off of it. But we'll take it off anyways. All right, so it's a fairly lightweight device, similar to pretty much any other capture card. As far as weight goes, pretty sturdily built though. It's got some ventilation on the bottom and kind of a cool red accent color, a little more ventilation on the side. And then so we have the HDMI in and out here, and that'll help pass through all of the information needed to come in from your PC, your webcam for streaming, your game system. And on the other side here, you have the USB-C port. And so this will actually go out to your computer to send the video information to something like OBS, or if you have if you have a preferred streaming recording, you can do it directly through there. That way you can upload to Twitch, to YouTube, and just have a nice solid recording and nice solid connection. You have a microphone input, so you can actually hook your microphone directly up to the device to match up the video with the audio, and a headphone out so you can monitor the whole thing at the same time. And you've got the brand on the bottom. Recording resolution is nice too, that it's right here on the bottom that it says 4K 30 Hertz as its maximum recording resolution. I don't know, it's a cool looking device. So like this is the Elgato HD60X, and it's just kind of, you know, it's got the same kind of thing where it's got the headset in out and then USB-C, HDMI in and out. And I have a video on this as well that I can link in the description below. But as far as the looks of the device, I mean, this It kind of looks like the new PlayStation, and it's cool looking. And it's nice too that it actually has ventilation. These things can get a little warm after long gaming sessions and long times recording. So it's nice to be able to have some kind of airflow in there. That's a good number of LEDs in there too. Not that LEDs are terribly expensive, but yeah, you can see like it's all mesh down here versus, quickly unplug this, you can hear it go doo-doo-doo. Sad Windows music. As where the Elgato, no lights, no LEDs that flash on you. It does have one status LED, and that's all. So it's a much more subtle device. But I mean, come on now. If you're setting up for game recording, game capturing, do you want subtle, or do you want something that's going to pop out and somebody, you know, pop out and like, this is for gaming? The finish is interesting. It's almost like that soft plastic, silicone-y, kind of on the silver here. The black is all smooth, shiny, exactly how you'd expect it to be. We'll continue on to the box. Here is the USB-C cable. Nice and braided too. I like braided cables. It just kind of gives a little bit of a nicer, cleaner appearance to them. Makes them feel tougher, whether or not they actually are. But just nice to have that included in the box. All right, and the final thing inside the box is the user manual. Yeah, complete with specifications, requirements, features. It's one folded page, but it does go through all of your essentials here, including the content list. So it looks like the packing contents does not include an HDMI cable, and it's a good chance that you already have your game system or computer hooked up via HDMI, so you would just need one to pass through to your monitor. Or if you're just directly recording, all you have to do is hook up your camera or game system. It'll all send through the USB cable. All right, so that's all for the unboxing here. And so next what we'll do is we will take a look at how it performs in action and see if it heats up. Check out the 4K 30 pass-through, or 4K 30 recording, and see what it does pass-through wise. So more details on the KUHAIMI HCA25P is it supports 4K 60 HDMI output, records in 4K 30 Hertz, or 1440p 60 frames per second, which is kind of nice where, you know, sometimes you want to run at a little bit of a lower resolution. 2K is great for that, and a lot of modern graphics cards support it at least 60 frames a second, so that'll be nice. Ultra low latency, claim of no driver required, and we'll test that out. Supports the microphone mixing input and third-party software. The really nice thing is OBS or Streamlabs are kind of two very popular ones, very easy to use and set up, and they link directly to things like Twitch and YouTube. So again, with the suggested system requirements, Windows 10 64-bit, Windows 11 as well, Mac OS 10.13 or above recommended. For a desktop, it's looking for a 6th gen i5 or above. NVIDIA GTX 1060, 8GB version or above. So most modern graphics cards will be able to do that. The 20, 30, and of course now the 40 series, AMD as well. RAM suggestion is 8GB or above, and USB 3.0, 3.1, 3.2. You just want to make sure you have enough data that can flow through this Type-C port out to your device so that you get a nice crisp recording. For notebook computers, it's basically the same system suggestions, but it's looking more for an Intel i7. It lists specifically a 7700 HQ or above. Chip manufacturing has gone, 7th gen i7, that would be very similar to like an 8th gen i5, 9th gen i3 even, potentially even some of the Pentium Golds. AMD, same thing, probably a 3000 series and above. And so this is primarily focused on game recording and streaming, but you can also hook up your camera to it, either a mirrorless DSLR, some point and shoots, a GoPro, and you can stream directly into here to give yourself up to that 4K 30 recording and be able to use that as a webcam or for conferencing. So it gives you a nice, clean, very high resolution audio pass-through, video pass-through. And the support recording formats are RGB32, YUY2, and NV12. And for the most part, I've noticed that a lot of these game streaming devices, capture cards, I have a camlink 4K as well, and previously had an AverMedia camera link. Most of them you just plug in, driver free, hook your camera up, and there you go. And currently I'm looking at the price here on Amazon. It's listing at $139.99 US dollars. It looks like if I wanted to order one right now, I could get it as soon as tomorrow. So that's pretty nice. I know the HD60X, this one right here, usually retails for $199.99, and it sometimes goes on sale for, I think I've seen it as low as $180, the HD60 series, which is only 1080p. The HD60 series, aside from this one, I believe usually will go down to around $150, and you can find some used for around that. But it's nice to have a new option there that supports 4K right out of the box, and 4K recording, which is something you usually don't find at the sub $150 price point. So my final thoughts here on the KUHAIMI HCA25P. So sadly, I recorded all of my 4K 30 and 1080p 144 hertz using my primary rig. You will see, I think I had it at 1080p 30 running off my ARC A380 rig. It just wasn't powerful enough to consistently push 4K at really any frame rate higher than 2. So instead I switched over to my main rig that has an i7 and 3070. But I used that A380 to encode in AV1. Stupid me, didn't realize Premiere Pro does not handle AV1. I like it. It's a really nice setup. It seems like quality build. I like that it has airflow. The red accent is kind of cool looking. The headphone microphone input worked really well. Definitely plug and play. Hope that it does come with an HDMI cable, but based on the way that the packaging was, I think it only comes with the USB 3. Worked at 4K 30. I used 1440p 60 and then 1080p at 144 hertz. Very important thing though is you want to go into your display settings and ensure that you have the advanced settings set to the frame rate you want to use. At $139.99, it's not a bad price at all, especially given its feature set. I don't know if I'd say it's half the price of its competitors. Recommend it if you're looking for something specifically to do 4K 30. Thank you so much for watching today. This has been the KUHAIMI HCA25P. Again, they sent this out to me free of charge to test, review. Not sponsored. My views are in no way swayed by them. This will be a fully unbiased review. So if I like it, I'll say I like it. If I don't, I will let you know what I don't like about it, or what kind of challenges we may come across. Again, I will have links down in the description below, so please check those out. I do earn a small commission off of those, so it just helps go back to the channel. That way we can continue to do things like new lights, new cables, and even check out different kinds of gear. Yeah, thank you so much for watching today. Please like and subscribe for more content, and let me know in the comments down below what you think. Or if you have one of these capture devices, let me know what you think about it too.